to grass pause squat with the barbell. So you want to get under, make sure everything is nice and tight. And then you're going to come out to your squat stance. So you want your feet up just directly under the hips or slightly out. Toes should be pointed forwards, elbows down. I want you to contract the core. Inhale. Think about moving your feet to spread the floor apart. This will help engage the inner thighs and the pelvic floor. You're going to inhale, drop it down, all the way down. Pause. 1, 2, 3, and then push through the feet to come back up. So again, it looks like this. And that's your pause squat. 1 foot, and make sure we have a firm step on that because this will be our anchor leg. The other side, we're going to place around the ankle. And then firmly plant your anchor leg, and what we're going to do is the working leg, we want to bring it back a little bit so that we have length on the quad, and then we're going to extend it. So flexing and extending the quad. As we're extending here, to increase resistance, you can increase the length of time that you are holding the flexion in the quad. To make it easier, we can just work on those reps nice and slow and controlled. So all we're doing is bending and extending the knee, flexing the quad, using resistance of the circle band. All right, we're going to do a dumbbell pause squat. So with the dumbbells, we probably want to hold them up on the shoulders again. That's going to be best. That way they don't accidentally go on the floor. We want to start with our good squat stance. So feet slightly outside the hips, toes pointed forwards, pressing through the heel, the big toe, the pinky. Make sure the core is engaged by slightly thinking about pressing the floor apart. You should feel your core and your glutes engaged when you do that. Okay, stay nice and upright. We're going to inhale, come down to our parallel position. Hold, 1, 2, 3, and then press through the feet, come back up. So inhale, hold, 1, 2, 3, and come back up. And again, 1, 2, 3, and come back up. And that's your dumbbell pause squat.
We're going to do a monkey foot hamstring curl. So that's using the tool that you can attach a dumbbell to your foot. It's pretty cool. We want an incline bench because we're going to set that leg against the bench to really isolate and stabilize that leg so that the only muscle that's working is the hamstring. Similar to when we do that isolated bicep curl. We can't move our arm and really just focus on the bicep. The hamstring works the same way as the bicep does. So setting up here, we want to make sure that we've got that attachment on our leg. So we have the dumbbell attached to our foot. We're going to brace ourselves on 1 foot. So our weight goes there. The other leg goes against the bench. And now we can see that that leg is completely stabilized. So the working leg, the leg with the weight, is not going to move at all. All we're going to do now is flex the knee. So we're bringing that weight up towards the glute and then extend, bring the calf down onto the seat again, flex. Good. So we're trying to get the weight as close as we can to the glute by contracting the hamstring. So we have that leg completely isolated. The only thing that should be working is the hamstring. You should not feel this in your glute. You should not feel this in your lower back. You shouldn't really feel it in the calf. All the load is going completely onto the hamstring. That front leg that's stabilizing us gets a little bit of work because it's stabilizing us, right? But we've got most of our weight is pressed here against the pad. In this sissy squat variation, we are really targeting the quads. So you want to make sure that you're up on your toes. The tops of your feet are really pressed into the bar. You're bending your knees to lower your hips. The hips are not moving. So the load is entirely on the quad. You're pressing through the toes to come back up. You should feel this a lot in the quads. You should not feel this in the hamstrings. You should not feel this in the glutes. The load is entirely in the quad.
Hi,
I'm Coach Clarissa. I am the founder of Vegan Fit for Life, and I am so happy to connect with you. I was able to completely transform my life in a positive manner by finding the gym and by changing my nutrition so that I was eating appropriately for my body. And I am very happy and very excited to be able to share that with you. Thanks for joining us.